Hello, and welcome back to Spooktober, the month of spooks and spooky games and spooky songs and everything that is spooky. We're continuing Spooktober with Song of Horror. Pretty horror game. It has horror in the name, so I think this is gonna be quite entertaining in the spooky sense of the word. I have my apple slices ready to be healthy while getting a heart attack probably. So yeah, let's go. New game. Now you should know I've never been scared in my entire life. Okay, so this game is gonna have to be really good to scare me. Because I've never been scared by anything, ever. Oh, yeah. Okay. Recommend using headphones and a controller for a more immersive experience. I do have a controller, but I'm really bad at using a controller, so I just prefer using the mouse and keyboard, if that's okay.
Home sweet home.
Tocmai am început să filmez, zi. Dacă vrei, gata cu tine. Nu, mă răzândi, gata. Ai zis nu, gata. Bine. Back. How do I move? Ah, here we go. There is no camera. Oh god. Okay. Those bring back some really good memories. Okay, there's no sound. I thought it would talk. Turn off the lights. No. Turn them back on. Okay. Let's go in here. Okay, there's a box. My 80s vinyl collection. Maybe next month we'll be able to afford a shelf to put them on. It's actually a nice afternoon. The kind my boss likes to fuck up with one of his stupid errands. Sophie. It's taken me years to put those pictures out again. Packed with random stuff. My apartment is definitely too small. Sebastian P. Husher, the historical fiction author. He sold 4 million copies of his last novel. Okay. My toilet drain stinks as usual. What am I doing? What was my objective? Am I supposed to leave? Oh, in here maybe? Yeah. Lights, yes. Not the greatest pizza I've had, but it hit the spot. I would sell that old thing once and for all. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Uh-huh. so much shit. Can't wait to see the next X-Files. Videotape. I'll spend my Sunday on this couch listening to jazz. Okay, what am I doing? I can't... I don't know what the objective was. Leftover coffee. Okay. Is that it? Nothing here? Okay. Guess I'll just leave. It's right now, I just got home. I don't feel like going anywhere. Well then what am I doing?
Hmm?
I am so confused. Oh, there you go.
Oh, crikey. Seriously?
Oh, that's the voice acting. Oh, crikey.
Hello?
Daniel, it's me, Etienne. Hey, we've got a bit of a major emergency going on here.
Oh, you're joking. Friday evening, and there's an emergency?
This is serious business. Sebastian Husher is nowhere to be found, and his manuscript should have been at the office by Tuesday. He won't answer his calls, and he hasn't shown up at his office at the university. He's vanished into thin air.
Oh, don't screw with me, Etienne. Call him on Monday or send a courier for him. I just got in the door less than 5 minutes ago.
I'd go myself, but I've got to attend Albert's performance in half an hour. Plus, Husher's house is closer to your place than it is to mine. Come on, man. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back home.
You're going to owe me a big fat favor.
Whatever you want. Write this down. 4 Abbott Thomas Road, in the old housing developments along Highway EB-15.
EB-15? Good God, that's out in the sticks. I plan to take a few days off after this.
Well, we'll talk about that once you find him. Oh, and if he gives you the manuscript, don't show it to anyone. And don't go selling it off to the highest bidder.
I'll see what I can do. We'll ring you up when I get back.
Thanks, Dan. You're saving my skin.
Okay. So what happened to the writer?
Again.
Let's find out.
Another Friday evening and I'm working as an errand boy. I suppose they're too important over at Wake Publishers to come looking for jolly old Husher themselves. Shit. Even I should be too important for that. Though I mustn't overstretch my complaints. Rising from my lot as a drunkard and financial ruin to that of an errand boy is actually quite an improvement. If only things had gone a bit better for the company, or I'd got on the wagon a bit sooner.
Yes.
Damn, Sophie did the right thing when she divorced me. I would have divorced myself in her place.
Okay. Also, just...
Noia.
Sorry.
Bloody alcoholic. Chin up, you. That is Daniel Noia, the bloody ex-alcoholic, after all. Wake Publishers employee by day, Wake Publishers screwed over lackey by evening. Even Friday evenings. But if I could find Husher, I have a feeling my status at the company would rise quite a bit. After all, he is the publishing firm's biggest star. Let's cross our fingers and hope he's home.
I don't know about that. Right. So I was gonna say, it is actually dark in here because I was like, you know, spooky game. You gotta play it in the dark, even though it's actually very light outside. But I have this on, see, because it's dark. It's as dark as I can make it. But I have the light lamp thingy on just so you can see my face better. For webcam features, you know, proper YouTube style, innit? Alright, you old crikey. Let's see what happened to the old man. Damn, look at these wall hacks. You can see inside his house. Not even there yet. A tricycle. I didn't know Harsha had kids. Well, now I'm just doing a bad English accent. I'm sorry about that. I apologize to all English people. A newspaper. The murderer they arrested about a week ago is on the front page. Uh-oh.
Hello? Is that music? I'd better take a look.
The Song of Horror. That's the name of the game, right? Light source. Each character has their own light source. To turn it off and on. Each character, so I'm gonna have more characters, okay? To turn off and on, press F. Once it's on, you can choose the direction in which you want to point the light. Yeah, this will allow you to illuminate specific areas and also help you interact with objects that might not be right in front of your character. Your light source will never run out. Use it as much as you need. Easy. Okay, yeah, Song of Horror is the name of it.
Is that someone playing a music box?
Uh-oh. I keep wanting him to talk, but he just does The clock marks 12. Guess it needs fixing. The alarm seems disabled. Much better. If it goes up, I'll have a lot of explaining to do. That's a lot of clothes. Is there anyone home? Hello? Sasha's in a lot of these framed pictures. The rest must be family, I guess. Now I turn into Russian. Those paintings are depressing. I never put them up in my place. Okay. Oh, that's a creepy music box. Aye. With so many people in the house, it's no wonder no one ever answered 18's calls. Nice record player, looks vintage. A chessboard really suits the highbrow feel of this house. What a beauty. Must sound like an angel. Oh, can I play it? Oh yeah, sounds like an angel. Thinking it's tuning. It's been ages since I heard someone play. Oh. I didn't see the stairs. Okay. Anything cool here? A plant. Barely alive. Okay. Oh, and history and art magazines. Oh, sorry. I've got nothing against them, but I feel like they'd bore me to death. Yeah. Okay. Deer's head is almost as big as I am. There's so much shit to interact with. Oh. Okay. How do I get to the music box? Is there a door here? Yes. Decorative fruit, expensive porcelain kind. I guess they don't want anyone to think they're poor. Books and plates in the same cabinet, not much over there. Man, that mirror's dirty. Table is set but covered in dust. Where is everybody? I have no idea where the music box disappeared. I swear I heard it here, but now it's like behind me. It's a weird angle. Can you like look at the... yeah. They're all covered in dust. Opposite direction, I need to find who I was playing that box. Matchbox. Okay. I go upstairs.
No, the music isn't coming from upstairs.
Guess not. I mean, I did go towards the music, but then it just moved. Look, I'm back here. What? Is there a door here? No. It's definitely coming from the left.
something?
Documents and items. You have found an examinable item. Inspect it to gain information by pressing E. To examine the backside, use the mouse. You can access your inventory and correct your documents at any time pressing I or J. What? Why I or J? Okay. First letter from Isaac Faber. A letter for Husher found by Daniel in the author's mansion. Post-times August. Okay. Dear Sebastian, how old are you? To be completely honest, I must admit that we all are impatiently awaiting your latest work. My dear friend, I must ask a favor of you. Enclosed with this letter, you will find one of the latest items we have purchased at the store. An ornate music box with fascinating engravings. The craftsmanship is astonishing, but something else has caught my eye. Or perhaps I should say, ear. The melody, Sebastian. It's peculiar. You have to listen for yourself. I had never heard the song before, and my attempts at finding the score, or the name, or composer, have failed. I cannot for the life of me get that melody out of my head. Would you be willing to help me find any clues regarding this box and its mysterious melody? I would be forever grateful. With the warmest of wishes, Isaac Faber. P.S. I've also enclosed a little information I managed to find about said box. Did you? Where?
Interesting.
So I or J? Oh wait, J is documents. I is inventory. Badge of perseverance. Personal item, passive. 3 years sober, I'm happy for him. He's worked so hard for this. It's one of the things have been different, Sophie. Oh. Okay. That's a spooky door.
How can there be a door there?
There's a classical music album on the record player. Alright. Music's starting to pump up as well. We're getting into the action, eh? Alright. Alright. I guess we're going in the spooky door. Wow, that is loud. Jeez. Oh my god. That was loud.
I'd hardly taken a step forward when I heard the door close behind me. When I turned around, the door wasn't there anymore, and all that was left of it was a strange shadow on the wall. I searched. I despaired. And I screamed until my throat began to burn. The candles started to run out, as did the batteries in my torch. From within the most suffocating darkness, the hours went by, until turning into days, and I began to fall in and out of a restless sleep. I would hear voices, sometimes right next to me, other times a few yards away. It seemed like they were coming from the other side of the wall. Desperate cries, howling in horror. And sometimes, the worst of all, a vast, oppressive silence would fall, seeming to emanate from everywhere and nowhere all at once. There was nobody there, just hallucinations, nightmares, black nothingness, and the song from that music box. Trapped in this impossible place, I wondered if I was going to die there.
3 days later.
Etienne, do you have any news on Daniel yet?
Oh, Sophie. No. We've been calling him at home all day, but there's no response. Do you know if he's got a mobile phone?
No, I don't think so. And if he does, he doesn't tend to keep it on him.
Oh, man. I think I should pass by the Husher place when I leave, just to see if they know anything.
Husher the writer? Your client?
Yeah, I sent Daniel over there on Friday, and I haven't heard from him since.
What's the address? I'm going to stop by Daniel's place, and if I don't find him, I can go around and ask about him.
The house on the outskirts of town, on Highway EB-15. Number 4, Abbott Thomas Road. It's a big house.
Okay, I'm headed over. Call me if you find him.
Of course. Same to you.
Okay. Interesting. Sophie Van... Oh, I'm Sophie now. Okay. Age 40. Light source candle. Life has put Sophie to the test many times, but she always pulls through. It was thanks to this resilience that she summoned the strength to put an end to her failing marriage with Daniel. Sophie, who runs a well-known art gallery, is now enjoying the ever-elusive prosperity she has always longed for. Speed 5 out of whatever. 6 maybe. Stealth 5, Strength 4, Serenity 6. Her light source is a candle. Scented candles. Whenever I light one, everything around me feels safe and more peaceful. Sophie. Oh, I can... Oh. Okay. Etienne Bertrand. Light source lighter. Etienne, a confident, self-made man, is sales manager at Wake Publishing, making him Daniel's direct supervisor. In his role as a personal assistant, Daniel has become somewhat of an errand boy, but Etienne is slowly giving him greater responsibilities. Although they love to complain about working together, they have grown fond of each other, developing a friendship outside of work that neither of them like to admit. Okay. Okay. Writing down anything important is the secret to remembering Etienne. Alexander Laskin, 59, candle. Alexander and his wife Marsha are housekeepers at writer Sebastian P. Hash's mansion. Watching over the author's children is one of their many household duties. The Russian couple of Christian faith moved to Europe in the early 80s in an attempt to flee from a mysterious past that Alexander rarely, if ever, speaks about. Metal. Oh my god, look at his strength. What the fuck? Take a good swig from the flask to soothe your nerves when danger lurks. Always worked for me. Alina Ramos, 32, flashlight. Alina is a passionate, hands-down type of learner, always eager to get her hands dirty at work. Happy and energetic, she traveled the world with her sister in search of a better life for them both. Now working as an electrician technician at Monolith Security, Alina is part of a highly qualified tech support team repairing high-end home security systems for exclusive clients. It doesn't work very well. It picks up a lot of weird interference about her walkie-talkie. Sophie. Okay. So I can just pick who I want to play as? I'm going with Etienne. He seems pretty well rounded. Alright, let's go in. A tricycle. It must belong to Hush's little boy. Can I explore over here? Any secrets? Ah, the door is jammed. That was not a secret. Okay. Let's get this motherfucker out. Whatever his name was. The newspaper is about 1 or 2 weeks old. It looked like it even rained on it. Okay. Let's go on into the creepy mansion. The Husher mansion. Okay.
Why is the front door open?
That is a good question. That is not what I wanted. I guess I'm in the bathroom now. Amanda was right. I look good in a trench coat. Bruh. Okay. Looks like the security system control panel. It's deactivated. A bunch of books and travel guides. Very old, I like it, but I wouldn't buy one from my place. There's a coat and several hats. Old family photographs. I don't recognize anyone. Okay, this is very creepy. Why'd you have to come at night? That is such a bad idea. These things give me the chills. What kind of nightmare inspired them? Painting reminds me of the Sleeping Beauty. Oh my god, this house is like a maze, dude. Can you inspect the fucking briefcase, please? No? Alright. Guess not. Can I go in the door? Yep. Alright. I hope I don't have to remember the house layout, because I'm not gonna be able to. This bicycle is pretty old. It must have belonged to Husher or his wife Catherine. Nice ride. I wouldn't mind having one like that. Boiler functioning. Upper panel. Shut down. Oh god. Okay. Shut down. Press the left button. Start. Press the central button. Emptying. Press the right button. In case of malfunction, preventing correct boiler functioning, you can perform an emergency shutdown by keeping the blue button pressed for 4 seconds. No electricity in the house. Okay. An old metal box. A rusty old metal box closed shut. Wow, that's pretty tight. I can't open it with my bare hands. Can you pick up a tool? Okay. So I have a note folder. Personal item, passive. Be orderly, diligent, and observant, and you always know what to do next. Etienne. Okay. And then now I have the old metal box. And then this is documents. Okay. Alright. Well, I found a metal box, which is good, I suppose. Maybe that'll come in handy. Let's go to the creepy wood door.
No.
I need a key. Okay.
Not gonna happen.
Okay, that's weird. Both of them are locked, eh? I guess they want me to go down a creepy dark hallway, of course. Why can't I inspect this? Let me inspect it. Okay. I don't know. Oh, this is much creepier in the dark. See, I can't why can I not inspect? Oh. Hey, wasn't Hush's wife a semi-famous chess player? I think he mentioned it one day. Okay. I see they take the liquor seriously in this house. I doubt there are many people who have a piano instead of a TV in their living room. I'd rather let it be. Okay. Okay. Creepy house. Let's see what's up. Fireplace is empty. I could light it if I had some wood. I do not have wood. I have a note folder. An imposing beast, just like this house. Oh my god, these are the first editions of Hash's novel, The Bronze King, Sitting Under the Snow. Wow, I'd pay a real fortune for these. Okay. Bob must be really old. Personal library. Okay. Nothing important. This is where Hasher does his magic. It all seems so vintage. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Dang it, the drawer is stuck. I'd better oil the sides if I want to get my hands on that key. Come on, you can get that. I need oil now? Where am I gonna get oil, bruh? Probably in the kitchen, I'd assume. I don't know where the kitchen is, though. Oh, this is such a maze. I'm getting so lost. This is not happening. Okay, oil. Okay. Hello. Any oil around here? That's a door. Okay. Is this the pantry? Can't remember. No, this is, oh, this is like a weird, creepy hallway. Yeah, I remember. Aha. Stuff. What's this? A matchbox. What am I gonna do with a match? Well, I guess light the fire in the fireplace, but I don't have wood. Oh, another kitchen.
There's something on the counter. Okay.
Metal ring. It looks like a regular metal ring. Can't say I'm surprised to see books in the kitchen. Okay. Now what's with the electricity on the ground? Where's that puddle? And look at that loose wire. He wants to mop up the water. I need a mop now. Oh my god. This house is huge. I'm already lost. Legumes and canned goods, healthier than the stuff I used to eat when I was young. Weird, they keep cans of dog food, but I haven't seen one anywhere. Oil can. A rusty can of motor oil. Ooh, for the drawer. Hell yeah. I can go get the key now. Listening at... Oh my god. Oh no. Woo! Okay, we're getting into it. Listening at doors. What was that noise? You better take a look before you go back out. You press your ear against the door, walk up to it. When you see the listen icon, press and hold right click. While you're listening, pay attention to the sounds that come from the other side.
I need to check out what that noise was. What?
Using your map. It seems like the coast is clear. From now on, you can listen to what's happening on the other side of unexamined doors. Sometimes you might have the chance to do it with other doors as well. Pay attention to the icons when you're near one. Use your map to find your way around. It records every single place you've explored so far. To open it, press M. The map will be constantly updated with relevant information. Don't forget to check it once in a while. Okay, at least we have a map.
Be someone in the house.
Okay, so I'm in the kitchen. And then, is that a locked door or what is that? I can't show you what I'm looking at. I have no mouse here. So yeah, there's the puddle on the floor. And then you go out in the... It's just the main door. Came in, bathroom. And then locked doors. And then library. Okay. I have to go and then take either a left and then go in the dining room. Or take a right and then go in the living. Oh, yeah, but now there's someone in the house and that's creepy. Can I not listen? So I'm in the dining room. I gotta take a right. Go this way. Can I not listen? Can I listen in this door? Why won't they let me listen anymore? They said I can listen. But now they won't let me listen. Motherfuckers. And then just... Oh, this is what I need, the wood. Bro, it is dark as a motherfucker in here. Okay, here we go. Use the oil. Oil. We're making progress. Worked like a charm, eh? And we got a master key. Looks like an old key was jammed the drawer in the library. I wouldn't be surprised if that key opened a few doors. Ah. Multiple doors. So, now we got that. Okay. Still won't let me listen. I don't understand how the listening works, but Jesus Christ, that didn't scare me. Just okay.
Who could be? Hello? Who is this? I can't understand a thing. What is this?
We can't leave my room.
How the... What in the hell? It sounded like a child. Was that Husher's son?
The son said he can't leave the room. That sounds fun. This? My dear eccentric husband, I left your key in the top drawer of your bureau in the library. The children have been very nervous lately. We need to... What? Oh, parenthesis. We need to talk about this as soon as you get back, and I don't want them playing with it. Okay. Guess I was supposed to read that before. Can I just leave? Just get the fuck out, honestly. Oh, I can. Okay. That's interesting twist right there. So, can I use the key? You hear that? There's definitely a footstep happening. Right there. Once again. There it is. So that's it. Was it? That was weird. It was like a heartbeat and a child crying. Okay, so now I have two options. I can either open this door and see who the fuck is there, which is a bad idea, or I can go and try to open the one next to the kitchen. Let's listen again. Yeah, there's definitely something happening there. And I ain't gonna fuck with that. Where am I going? Kitchen, so like front left. Okay, that worked. It's making the same sound. Yeah, it's definitely making the same sound. There's like one footstep happening there. That's a little bit creepy. Was there a door here? I don't remember it being a door here. Yeah. Well, I guess I have to go into one of them. And since they both make the same sound, might as well go in here, right? Alright, here goes nothing. Cupboard is open. I'll keep that in mind just in case. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I got wood. There was a kid crying. I don't like that. And there's a hiding spot there. And oh my god, hiding spots. You know what happens when you discover a hiding spot, right? It means you're fucked, basically. Truthfully and honestly. Oh, I didn't even go in here.
Not gonna happen.
Oh. Can I listen? I can't listen. Oh, this is the room where the door was. A screwdriver. Gonna combine it with the metal box. Alright, got 4 fuses. Okay. As old as the box. Okay, the sound is not. Whole bunch of papers and stuff. Hasher loves to hunt. Okay, is the door here? No, but there's a note. I saw another door yesterday. As I was walking by the dining room, I suddenly heard the music from Daddy's music box. When I went in, I saw the door. I went running to tell Mommy, but when we came back, it was gone. She scolded me for making things up. It's not fair, I was telling the truth. There was an old door here, different from the rest. It even had a key in the keyhole. If I see it again, I'll go inside and leave the door open. That way, Mommy will believe me. I saw the weird door, Julia said, the one that wasn't there before. Mommy was very angry and kept yelling at Julia, the door is scary. I will hide the key in the dollhouse. And I will hide the 5 dolls too, even if they get mad at me, and I will bring them out when Mommy and Julia forget about the door. One will be hungry, so her friend will make dinner for him. Another one will read while her mom takes a shower. The ugly one will watch the door so nobody comes in. Oh, creepy dolls, no. Oh no, man. Creepy doors suck. I don't like creepy doors. Dolls, sorry. And doors. I don't like creepy doors either. There's an album of Vivaldi symphonies on the record player, Harsher and his timeless pleasures. Okay. Okay.
Daniel? Is that you?
What the fuck? The door. Pushing and blocking. Something is trying to get in. Make sure that door does not open. To gather your strength, repeatedly press E. Once you feel strong enough to push and block the door, press space. Okay, so I gotta fill up the meter by pressing E, and then once it's filled, I can press space. Waiting for maximum strength is effective, but risky. You decide when to push the door, but be extra careful. No matter what happens, make sure you keep it shut. Okay. What the fuck? The door, being extra careful. Luckily, you made it this time. You're safe for now, but don't let your guard down. Whatever that was, it could still be lurking in the shadows. Certain events will give you the chance to put your ear to the door in rooms you've already visited. Just remember to be extra careful. It might save your life.
What? What just happened? Am I going crazy?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that does not sound safe. Let's not go there, shall we? Can I lock it? No. Okay. I'm just gonna go this other way, really. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay. Creepy. Okay. Let's use firewood. And then let's use the matchbox. I don't think a few matches will be enough to light that. But what do you... I need some kind of fuel. Is the... well, I don't have the oil anymore. So... that sucks. In the kitchen, I needed a mop. I gotta go in the door I opened next to the main door. Okay. No, I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna go upstairs yet. I'm good. I am good. Do not mind me. No!
No.
Yeah, it's just the same shit. Alright. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. Let's just listen again in case something moved. No, it's the same. I'm going in. Oh, hell no, 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 no. Nah, that's the basement. This is the creepy door. This is the creepy door that goes in the basement, and that's how you get lost, because it locks and you die. And I've learned that much from playing as the other guy. Okay, so my only choice is to go upstairs, which I can't say I'm a big fan of, really. No, yep, still no electricity. Okay, so I have to go upstairs. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in the basement. That's just a bad idea. I'm gonna go upstairs to the creepy dollhouse and the creepy kids crying. Oh, God almighty, have mercy on me. Oh, there's the creepy hallway where the creature thingy was. Ah, okay, yeah, let's go. Oh my God. Same thing. Black and white photo. An image of Catherine, Hush's wife, with their children, Julia and Saul. Do not look at this photo. Well, then why'd you put it up, like, with the picture up above? You know? Because I've already looked. I'm not gonna re-look at it. An old painting. Someone took it down. Labeled from the back says February 1634. Okay. Someone took down a painting. Yeah, this one. Everything looks so quiet out there. Yeah, that's where you should be. You should not be in here. Okay, so why they take down the painting? Is there like a secret door here? Could you like press it or something? Ah, man, this is... Pick up the book. The Golden Bonfire by Sebastian P. Harsher. His first novel I read. Couldn't put the thing down. And nothing in there either. So that's 2 doors. Oh, this looks mad. Yeah, definitely don't go there. Nothing there either. It's the same thing with just one footstep, which I don't really get what it is. Yeah, go outside. Need a breath of fresh air, brother. Oof. Grill tongs. Grill tongs with wooden handle. Perfect for cooking a barbecue. Lovely. They're pretty long. Perfect for taking pork ribs out of the grill. Lovely. What's this then? Can't do anything with the flat iron and get some power. Connected the battery to the floodlight. Ooh. Wait, what?
No.
Floodlight. Okay, what if I connected the battery? Oh, I need like cables in it. Unless I can use the tongs. No. Yeah. I need some cables or something. Fruit bag resembling soil. Outside is nice. Way nicer than inside. Happy anniversary. Okay. What do I do with the floodlight then? I don't know. Going back in, eh? This is making me sick. Oh, that's just creepy as a motherfucker, isn't it? Remote control. Your standard garage door remote control. The button seems a bit down. Typical remote control for automatic doors. Need to be closer to whatever this remote controls. Quality black leather. If I were in danger, I could probably hide under that table. That is not what you want to hear, man. Shelf is full of encyclopedias. I guess Harsher must use them to do his research. Okay, we got a hiding spot. That's... lovely. Why can I not listen here? There's something broken in the keyhole. Grill tongs? No. I don't know. Nice landscape, although I wouldn't mind a bit more color. Painted in 1905. Okay. Second letter from Isaac Faber. Whew. Dear Sebastian, I wanted to tell you firsthand that I will be taking some much needed time off, which means that the store will be closed as of tomorrow. I wanted you to hear it from me rather than read it on a sign on our door. My daughter is currently traveling, and I must confess, I can't keep up with our everyday demands on my own, especially since I haven't been able to sleep well lately. As soon as she's back, we will be open for business again. Rest assured, you will be the first to know. I hope to feel better by then. Please give my warmest regards to your family. Sincerely, Isaac Faber. Okay, Isaac. What's in here? Nothing. Just the one creepy footstep that's always there, isn't it? Nothing interesting around here except for that old record player. Okay. Elevation plan of Husher Mansion. Scaffold goes here. Erect scaffolding. Paint exterior. Repair leaks. Fix loose styles. Check old pipes. Okay. Creepy hallway. That's lovely. Nothing. Okay.
None.
Closed on the other side, eh?
What? Mrs. Husher? I need to get in there.
Do you though? Like, let's just consider our possibilities here. You know? You could just like call the cops and just like get the fuck out of there, you know? Also, what do I do with this note folder? Because he said like, oh, you know, write down everything and then blah blah blah. But I don't think he's writing anything down, really. I think it's just not just keeping it, really. Which sucks.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Still quiet, yeah. Oh, this is a weird room. Why would anyone have works of art piled on the floor? They're antiques painted in March 1883 and September 1790. Brushes and paint cans all dried up. There's a painter in this house. Well, there used to be. Hey, it looks like there's a ladder up there. I can't grasp the hook. Well, how do you want me to get the ladder? Not with that. Still quiet in here.
No.
Door is jammed. See, that one footstep is really annoying. Because what is it? If there's nobody in there, you know? A dirty dishcloth. Bunch of unopened toiletries. This must be a guest bathroom. A pretty dusty mirror. Hell, anyone hiding in the shower drain? No? Okay, what do I do with the cloth? I don't... It's a weird... A dirty dishcloth. Weird, isn't it? Yeah, it's just still just that.
No.
Locked. I have a key. I don't need the key anymore. Well, how do you know there's no more locked doors in the house? I guess 'cause I've exploded the entire house. Oh, nah. Nah. Come on.
It's totally dark in there.
Ah, this is... No. This ain't it. It's the black thing. The creepy hands. I could just open the... Though we don't have electricity. If only the power would come back. Yeah, right? Guess I'm not going that way. Oh, this is interesting.
Did that door just open on a...
Yo, that is... I didn't get scared.
What the hell?
Bro, that was not it. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That was just mean. Okay, well now I don't know what to do. What do I do? So I have some tongs. Perfect for taking pork ribs out of the grill. And then some old fuses. They're all different. And then a ring. Matchbox. And a dishcloth. Ah, the dishcloth! I know what to do. This place sucks, man. It's...
What? Huh?
I don't know, man. It's just some weird shit happening here. Oh, then look at this. Drawing by Saul, drawing done by Hash's youngest child. Saul 7. Well, that's a creepy drawing, dude. You don't want your kid drawing that. Definitely. Okay, let's wipe this up with the dishcloth. Okay. What did I do? Do we have electricity now? Oh. What? I don't know what that did. Okay. Let's try and go in the Garage. Where's the garage? The garage is over there. Okay. Creepy shit. No problemo. Okay. And let's use the remote control. It won't work if there's no electricity in the house. Well, now you tell me. Well, then what the fuck do I do? I gotta make the fire in the living room, but I need something to turn the fire on. So like some sort of another some sort of... Wait.
What?
Oh, the dog. Somebody just beat the shit out of the dog. The door is jammed. Well... So what? There's car still parked there. Where the hell is he? I'm so confused. Now you're probably sitting there. Like, oh, how do you not realize that what you have to do is this? It's so easy and obvious. And I'm here like, well, I am not the smartest guy at solving puzzles. Why is that light here? Oh, it's a candle. Okay. You know, my thing is, I have no idea what I have to do. Kind of did everything. Kind of done everything I thought I could do. So unless this is my last choice. Let's see if no electricity. See, I don't understand what I did by wiping the water off the fuse, you know? What did I do with that? Because it doesn't seem like I did anything useful. And it seems to me, like right now, the only thing I can do is go to the creepy basement. Which is something I do not wanna do. But I have no idea what else I could do, right? Like there's something in that keyhole that I have to take out, but I can't with anything I have. Then I need some sort of wires for the balcony. And then something to reach the ladder. See, no, the tongs, I don't know what to do with them. Because if I can't reach the ladder with them, and I also can't take the thing out of the keyhole, what the hell is it for? You know? So, I'm really trying to think what I could do, and it just, I don't see any other possibility other than going to the creepy basement. And now if I die here, right? Well then, it is what it is, right? I'm just dumb, I suppose. Hello, creepy basement. Dear Julia, if you found this note, congratulations. You're one step closer to solving the puzzle I've prepared for you. I hope it keeps you entertained. Well, okay, the music is really not helping. I've hidden your favorite doll in the safe and changed the combination. Since you aspire to becoming a detective when you grow up, I think this is a great chance to put your deduction skills to the test. The new combination is as follows. The number of our street address, Saul's age, the decade and year the canvas hanging upstairs right next to the staircase was painted. Good luck, my dear inspector. Hugs and kisses from Daddy. Oh, no. Oh, God. Bloody hell.
Not gonna happen.
Okay. Okay. Some of these wines cost a fortune. Okay. Painted in 1945 by Helmut Kaufmann. Hey, this painting isn't that old. Collection of apparently useless knickknacks. The music is really not helping. Broken appliances and empty cans. Nothing useful. Interesting. What's that on the ground? This, what is that? It's like a little thing that I can interact with. But I can't. I'd run out the risk of breaking one of those vases. Oh no. They must have emptied this water before bringing it down here. I think I'd... Great. See? Now... Fuse box, right? Okay. So now the thing is, once I do this, we are gonna get power. And then, once we get power, who knows what's gonna happen, right? So, what I'm thinking, right? Now, bear with me here, okay? What I'm thinking is, why risk it? And I'd rather just go now and open the safe. Like, go explore everything, so I get the combination. and then I get what's in the safe, and then I put the fuses in the fuse box. Because who knows what's gonna happen once I get electricity. Creepy. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, right? So I want to say, okay, so let's see the notes. My dear extractor husband, yeah, drawing by Saul. So Saul is 7. So Saul's age, and then the decade and year. So it's gotta be Saul's age is the one on the left, right? 7. Right? Because then the decade and year is gonna be 3rd and 4th, and the number of the street address has to be 2 numbers, right? Weird door. I will hide the 5 dolls. So I have to find the 5 dolls, probably. And then there's Sebastian, 1980, blah blah blah. And then this weird photo. Do not look at this. Oh, that scared me. Okay, I fucked it. That's great. Now I'm fucked. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, no. I should not have done that. Okay. Okay. Ugh. Oh, I'm so fucked now. That's gonna bite me in the ass now. That is definitely gonna bite me in the ass now. Okay. At least I didn't die. Right? By going in the basement. Which is... that's a win in and of itself. So, yeah. That's that. Let's see the street number. Should be able to see it somewhere here, right? I can't remember it. Is it not written anywhere? Is it saying on next to the door, maybe? No? Newspaper? No. No number? Oh. No. No number. Alright. I have to go back upstairs now. So...
Many minutes later.
Not gonna happen.
got it. Green ragdoll. A ragdoll with glasses and 2 hair buns. Okay. Got one. Time for the main event. Alright. 10:25. Or 25. Wait, what? Wait. How does this work? So, let me look here. So, we need a 25, a 50, and a 30. And then green, yellow, red. Ugh, I'm allergic to puzzles. Jesus. I'm allergic. I'm obviously allergic to using brain power. Oh god. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm allergic to having to think. So how do we get a... Obviously we get a 30 with a 10 and 20. But how does this work? So we have 2 greens combining over... We have 3 greens. They're combining that. No, they're just going into that one. So I'm guessing that's a 25. And then we've got 2 reds going into that one. Oh, we need... Oh, I see. Okay, let's start. So in the first one, we need 25 amperes. So we can put some of that in there, and then... Oh, okay. This is complicated. Okay. So let's go with the middle one. It's 50. It needs 50, and it gets 1 yellow and 1 green. Right. So if I put a 25 in there, then it needs another 25. And I can give it... But no, because then that one only needs 5. Because the last one only needs 30. And then if I'm already giving it 25, and I don't have another 5, so that's definitely not the 25. So if I put a 20 in there, now the last one needs a 10, which I can give by putting it here. But now I give a 10 in the first one, so the first one needs 15, and I give it 15. No, because it's already getting 20. So the first one is already getting 20, so it needs 5, so that's wrong. If I give this 10, and I give this 20, then the first one is getting... Still getting 35. What if I give it... But no, because the last one is 30, and the only way I'm getting 30 is with a 20 and a 10. So there's no way. How am I gonna give the first one 25? If that one's getting 20, it needs another 30. Or maybe it doesn't matter in which order I put them in. See, but the thing is, it's not showing me which is which. So how am I supposed to know? You know what I mean? So I think I'm just gonna go with the last one being 50. No, the first one has to be 50. Yeah, the first one has to be 50, because it's the only one that receives 3, and I can't I need at least 3 to get 50. Because the highest 2 only make 45. So I need 3 to make a 50. So... And to make a 50, I need to use all 3 of these. So I don't need a 20. Which means the only one that the first one's not getting, which is this one, has to be the 20. Oh, I'm getting somewhere. And then the 20 is there, which means the middle one is getting 20, and it can get another what? Another 1. So I need to get 10. 10 right there. And then the last one, so that's 30, and then we need a 25, which would be what the last one is getting, and I need the last one to get, what, 30? But I can't, because I don't have the 20. 25. Oh, I did it! Boom, baby! I'm a genius!
Excellent. This should make things easier.
Oh my god, okay. I've done it. Now I have light. Okay. Let's...
Damn! What?
What? Excuse me? What just happened? Did you see that? I don't like that. I do not like what just happened. That was not it. That was so naughty, Chief. Hell no. Nah. Nah. That's mad, you know. Okay, so now this works. Water heater is on, and that the pipes have seen better days. Oh, okay, so I can play with it. What do I need to do? Emptying. Shutdown. Start. In case of malfunction, preventing correct boiler functioning, you perform an emergency by giving a blue button pressed for 4 seconds. There is no blue button. What do you mean blue button? Oh, that is the blue button. Why would I want to turn the water heater on? Oh, I turned it off. I think I was supposed to do that. Uh-oh. But I performed an emergency malfunction thing. Okay. Right. Creepy doll. Okay. Open the garage. Lovely. Let's see what's out here. Doggo. Aha. Here's the wires. Hasha left a folder. Should I try get the folder? Let me check my surroundings first. I have to make sure that I am safe. Nothing in there, but what is that? That is... Oh, that's the locked door. Ooh. Let's see what's in here.
No.
It's locked. And I don't have my key anymore. Albert loves to go with barbecue in the backyard. Who's Albert? I don't know. Okay, that sound is a little bit, you know, creepy. It's the word I would use to describe what's happening. Seriously though, what is it with the creepy door? Could you stop? I don't even see a door. Okay, let's try and get the folder. Haiku folder 2, a piece of collectible, a blue folder. There are several sheets of paper in it. Can you open it? So I can read them? Haiku folder 2. Right, so just the collectible. Okay, so I need some sort of key. For that, I have the wires. I know I have to bring them upstairs. Right, and that's cool. Except for the fact that there was a creepy lady that fucked with me. So shut up, kid. Okay. That was scary. Panel is completely fried. Right. Oh, this is stressing me out. Ah. Okay. So something triggered the alarm. Could have been me, because I did test it. I went outside, came back in to see if it would turn on, but it didn't immediately. It didn't. So something else might have triggered it, or it just has a delay. So either I fucked myself, or that was just a scripted event meant to happen, and something turned on the alarm. Now, if that's the case, I'm fucked. Is a pretty reasonable assumption, I would say. Okay, let's go die. Ayo, that is creepy, bruh. My brother, that is creepy. What's this? Looks like something important. Can I pick it up? I still don't understand what I did by wiping off the floor. Okay, let's do the wires upstairs. And then we'll see. I'm not a fan of whatever is happening in this here house. Okay, so I could go turn on the lights in the... Yep. Hide. The darkness. Hiding. Something terrible is drawing near. You need to hide before it's too late. Look around you and find a place where you can go undetected. Once you've interacted with the hiding place, it will appear on the map with the following symbol. Time is short. To run, hold shift.
I must get inside the wardrobe. I gotta hide here.
You're fine. The darkness. Keeping calm. You managed to hide from the darkness, but the worst is yet to come. Try to keep a level head. To calm down, follow the rhythm of your heartbeat by pressing space when the white border reaches the center of the circle. Okay, don't let your heart beat too fast or you'll start to panic. Above all else, don't look at it. Okay. We're good. You're good.
What bloody hell? What in the world is happening inside this house?
Got an achievement. Dying of the light. What's that? Learn how to resist the darkness. Okay, so now I entered the playroom. This is a new room. Look at this dollhouse, it's amazing. Oh, I can put the dolls in. I don't know, in the green room? Oh. There was some sort of clue. Right, I will hide the key in the dollhouse, and I will hide the $5 too, even if they get mad at me, and I will bring them out with mommy. One will be hungry, so we're family dinner. Another one will read. The ugly one will watch the door, so nobody comes in. Okay, and which one is mine? This doesn't look like an ugly one. Glasses and 2 hair buttons. Which one could that be? I don't know. We'll find out. Eventually. I guess. Okay. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts. And all that. There's nothing else to do here. What? I killed it. I killed the darkness. Which is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Right. That's odd. The pictures are black and white, but it's Husher and his wife and kids. They must be at most a few years old. There's a key. Small key hanging from a circle keychain. What does it say? Sasha? Masha. Service key that belongs to Masha the housekeeper. Wait, there's a name on the keychain. Masha. Say the key probably opened the service area. Maybe some door. Okay. Julia's room. Nobody in there. Looks like the album kids listen to these days. Poster of Alice in the Wonderland. A tape. Julia and Saul's recording, a voice recording of Husher's children. Label on the castle reads Julia and Saul, September 14th, 98.
Mommy's really scared. I'm scared too. She's really...
What? 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 Okay.
What the hell?
Whoa. Oh, that's weird. Super glue. interesting. Okay, don't listen to the tapes inside. Got it. Creepy. What the heck is that huge thing doing here? Blocking the door. Yeah, don't go in there. Yep. Nope. Not going there, thank you very much. Man, that stinks. Something is really clogging up the pipes in there. My tongs are useful. Ew. Black ragdoll. A dirty old ragdoll. The poor thing is all patched up. Well, I found the ugly one. There's the ugly one. Nice. Someone just sprinted across the hallway. Calm down. Figured out that when something happens, his heartbeat starts sounding. And then he calms down. And then we leave. Don't want to have a heart attack. That's still there. Okay, we've got a hidey hole in Julia's room. We got some super glue. And, oh yeah, we got the key. God. I could go use the key on the service entrance. Ooh. Oh, I could go in here. Forgot about this. Yep. Let's turn the lights on. A red ragdoll with flower in her hair. Voice recording of Hush mentioned housekeeper Marsha, label on the cassette breeds. Cool. Pretty quiet neighborhood. I feel like the last man on hood. That's always good. Someone never got to finish packing. Creepy. Can I turn the light off? I don't want to spend too much on electricity, you know. These days, it's just, you know, expensive and stuff. Alright, how many dolls was it? 5 dolls, I think? What's this?
What is all of this?
Calm down. Yeah, so I still need 2. Right. So, yeah, so one is cooking. One is preparing to eat. One is watching the main door. Now, I don't know what the fuck that is. Maybe there? I don't know. Those drawings. What has that poor kid seen? Yeah, so we got another drawing. It's a weird drawing. He's still 7. Yeah. Creepy, eh? What's this then? Okay. Yeah, very creepy, very creepy. Ah, those sounds are mad, you know. Again, what was with the woman turning off the light bulb? That was not it, Chief. He's just like, he's forgetting it happened. Like, no, that happened. And that should not happen. You know? That's not a thing that should just happen. But, yeah, we move. Okay. Coast is clear. We're in. Scribbled notes. Half of them are in Russian or some Slavic language. Quiet. Alexander, I wish you never had to find this note. I left the house, or at least I tried. I prayed that this is not the last time you hear from me. I haven't seen Mrs. Catherine or the children in days. Sometimes I hear them crying upstairs, but I never find them. They always seem to be in the room next door. Even if such room doesn't exist, there is something horrendous here with us. Something that I can't describe. I barely dare to leave our room anymore. I have to go before it's too late. I love you, Masha. An open Bible, half read. There's an underlined verse, but it's in Russian. Orange rectal. Sewing machine is really old. Another Heidi. Okay. That's... Okay.
What the hell is this? An earthquake? I need to get out of here. Good thing. It's over now.
Okay. That was weird. I can't inspect these towels. Why can I not inspect these towels? They have the diamond. Okay, weird. Alright, so I'm assuming that earthquake, probably fucked something up, right? That's for sure. Probably turned off some lights or broke some lamps. Right. Sleeping pills.
Okay.
Hatch was closed, but now it's open. Alright. Shortcut. Okay. Sounds clear. It's another fucking... No, it's not. Smells like bleach. This must be laundry. Universal solvent. Can of universal thinner. Flammable. This is flammable. This is inflammable. What? Sink is full of black water. I can't even see the bottom. Bloody Jesus.
Help!
Stay out, you stinky bitches. Stinky stinkies. Stay out. This is my house.
God damn! Thank God I got it shut.
Yeah, right? Do I need to look for something in here? I'd have to put my hands in. Oh, bloody fuckers. Bro. Curiosity killed the cat. Bro, what? 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 That's so bullshit. That is so bullshit. That was just, no, that was so, I was doing so well. And then it just kills me. It just kills me. I was like, oh, you know what, you look for something, what? Oh, man, that's bullshit. Well, there goes Etienne. My G. Ay. Oh my god, that is so annoying, man. I did so well, I was doing so well. And now he's just dead. I have to try with someone else. Man, what? Well, at least I got a lot of progress, right? So I kind of know what I'm doing now. So, there's that. And then, well, you know, we'll see next time. I'm gonna end this episode here because, yeah, that seems like a good ending. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen now, so we'll find out. So tune in next time if you want to find out what the hell happens now. All right, see you then. Bye bye.